believe I'm streaming now. Gotta open up my dog phone here so I can confirm. Yes, I am streaming. Okay, let me message Mrs. Flashbang Alarm Clock. Siren. Southeast Aviation, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the freedom of summertime. Okay, let me get in here, VR world. Okay, so I had downloaded I want to download. That's no way that's 27 gigabytes. Also, I need more volume on the TV side. Okay. So, was it up here? I had downloaded what? Because I actually want to get rid of this one. Okay. More options. Disable. Well, that one disable. Bald Eagle Airfield, though, I want that one. And I want that installed. Okay. Holy crap, 5 people in here. What are y'all doing? It's a Thursday night. Okay, so the cool thing that I had done was this. I'd got this the other day. Of course, super slow internet here, plus we're streaming now, so whatever. But I'd got this, and then like it wouldn't load in, and I read somewhere that you need to download it to the system because there's so many different assets and everything happening. So yeah, that's busy downloading. Also, maybe in 20 minutes. And it tends to on time only because I messaged you alert, flashbang, siren, alarm, whatever. But also there's a new helicopter coming out tomorrow. So hopefully that will become a thing. I think I'm actually going to do just a video first about it. I've seen some of the other content creators post review videos of it just because they are bigger content creators than I am, so they were able to get it for free. But they get a pre-release, but I'm assuming they're getting the full version too. But let's see, I just kind of want to fly today. Where do I want to just fly? Actually, let's see, flight conditions. Let's throw everything on live. Does it have any other green friends that are out there? Nope. A lot of green up here though. A million people flying around DC. Do you have a DC helicopter looking type thing? Also, I don't know if I've flown this on stream yet. Have we flown the 315 on stream? India? Ew. Get me out of there. Why is that the first one? We're obviously going with the high-vis one. This one. I don't know if you've flown the 315 on stream yet. Or if we did, I think it was around here, because I remember messing with it around Middle Georgia. We're gonna do... That's Washington. It's too far north. Lower Loon Creek. Okay, there's Idaho City. Okay, that's Boise. Okay. Eastern Oregon, don't want that. Disgusting thought. La Grande. Lewiston. Also, wild influx of 5 people right when we started. And the cool thing is, now that we're streaming, I'm officially a day ahead on videos. Because I have one loaded and ready to click publish. Okay. Air Pastel 315 Bravo Llama. Very cool. Big fan of this helicopter. Big fan of what came after it in the 342 Gazelle, which I believe one of those is actually coming out soon as well. Very much looking forward to that one. Gazelle 342, 341 and 342, 2 being a more powerful engine. It's my favorite. How's your Blur's day? Are you making up words again? Thought we talked about this. Okay, I don't remember how to start this one. Let's see. We have a battery there. Important. Cabin heat, don't care. Generator, don't care. Pitot heat, don't care. Okay, I can't read that with the... Start off vent. Okay. And that's my throttle there. It's making noises. This thing's moving. That's a good sign. So the throttle's turned all the way down. Okay, that gauge is moving. My blades are moving. Seems like I'm doing the right things. Yeah, this thing's... It's sexy. This is a sexy helicopter. Okay, that means something there. Okay, let's go ahead and turn generator on. Pitot heat can go on. Blower cabin heat, I don't care. The one thing I have noticed the few times I've flown this, the emergency lights are those circles that are kind of in the middle of our center stack here, and they don't really shine. These here, they don't really shine. So what's that? Mass weight, kilograms. Temperature, best cruise. Collective pitch. Okay, so that's literally just a pitch gauge. Interesting. Okay. So negative pitch, there's zero pitch. So this actually has some down push. Interesting. Stable up, like it. Let's not hit that guy over there. We'll taxi down this way with a sick turnaround. Dude, there's a ramp agent filming that, he probably would have came. Okay, and the direction I want to go is north. Right now, we're not going north. Also, who remembers the importance of this airport? Specifically, like, right over here somewhere, I believe. This was one of our stops in the Around the World series. We were in the... Either we were in the 220... Look at all the pits out here, holy crap. We were either in the 222 Bravo, or we started the next stream in the 222 Bravo, but that was like episode 5? Maybe? Okay, so Lewiston's cool, and I'll tell you the reason why it's cool. So this town down here on the river is Lewiston. Clap, 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 clap. Other than the fact that it's just a beautiful area up here, it's almost Georgia-like weather here. Maybe a little bit chiller. What? 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 What are you complaining about? I don't know. Anyways, if we lose power, we'll just throw an auto in there. Just look at the picture of a Black Hawk flying over my house. Just took a picture. Oh, okay. Sick. Oh, and you had the 61 flyover earlier? Heck yeah. Anyways, so this area down here, we'll come down here and kind of look at general, well, I don't know what field elevation was. But anyway, it's not that high off of sea level here. That tree almost spawned into us. So right now, we'll just look at our altimeter and say that we're at 700 feet. And we were going north of here. And we'll just assume this is 700. I think that's pretty close to what it's supposed to be, actually. So 700 feet sea level. Or 700 feet general altitude elevation. And let's throw some... I'm curious what the alarm was. A temperature alarm? Watching my gauges here. Climbed a little bit. Anyways, we were at 700 feet. We're almost at 2,700 feet. We're not at the top of the hill yet. Okay, so we went from 20 or 700 feet. Oh yeah, up about 2,700 feet here. So 2,000 feet higher to get up to this plain that's over the city. And that means it's much cooler up here. Not much, but it's cooler. It's 2,000 feet higher. And Idaho's more wintry up here, and it's more normal down there. So there's that. Also, Southeast Aviation, how'd everything go for you this week? I feel like you're probably not gonna be like, oh man, it was horrible, it was so hard. I feel like you probably figured it out pretty easily. Either way, I also don't know if I talked about this in episode 5 about this being much higher. I can't remember if we came north out of here or we went more northwest. Also, look at all the towers up here because they're trying to get the entire city here. And yet tonight there will be no rhyme or reason. I may leave an area in a split-second decision and just go spawn into another one. Skid's right there, coming in handy. Kind of wanted to fly with no purpose tonight, you know? Balancing it here. You can see front skid's touching, rear skid's good. Everything went fine? Nice. As it should. Also, if anybody thinks of a place that they would like to go fly, tonight's just, like I said, a pure shenanigan, do what we want to sort of session. Also, V&E 113 kind of sucks for such a sick helicopter, but 113 is still pretty quick. Rough. But has anybody else been paying attention to what helicopter is getting released tomorrow? Oh, where'd my power go? Strange. Yeah, heli zoomies for real. Hell DHD. Heli ADHD. Heli DDA something. I don't know. these people just like driving up and down their road, don't they? It's funny because, like, anybody really seeing this in, like, an airplane, it's the typical Microsoft Flight Sim enjoyer, won't notice. Like, oh, look, there's cars down there, but then they're too busy flying on a laptop. And I'm not saying, like, playing the game on a laptop. I mean, like, they're flying a laptop when they're doing their flight plans and everything. Catching me. The game doesn't like one skip. Anyways, a little coffee shop or something right there. So what was the other cool town that I flew in recently? Yes, the 105. Blowheed, what's going on, dude? So yes, the BO 105 is coming out tomorrow or in 3 minutes if it goes by UTC time. So actually we'll do this for like 3 minutes and then fingers crossed and hope. If that's the case, then I'll buy it real quick. Very excited because I get to mildly clickbait video. Oh, Billings, Montana. That was the other one. I flew recently doing the Chinook how to start video. Took off over the cliff and it was just like this beautiful town, kind of like this. Not as big of a cliff as what's north here of No, these are just normal grippy, or normal socks. I don't need grippy bottoms because my toes kind of act like monkeys. Also, my shoes are too grippy, so I can't, like, slide right doing the pedals. So, this is a sock sort of episode, or sock sort of series. A sock sort of... We got to. A sock sort of simulator. What do you think? We're gonna make it? Oh, right there on the power lines. That was nice. They just haven't been threaded yet, that's the problem. They have not made the simulator good enough to thread stuff with a long pull line, like some of my homies do in real life. One of my friends does the helicopter, he does like Black Hawk firefighting, long line shit. But he also does the, because that's not a season round thing. Skis might have touched. That's why they're called skis. You drag them across the water. But yeah, he also does the stuff with the MDs where he will pull lines through the airports up here, I believe. Or he'll pull lines through the power poles and everything. Wide open area, control tower. That's definitely the airport. like 99.9% sure that we parked here one night. There goes a skip touch. For an Around the World episode at the very beginning. Helicopter King, what's going on? The goat. What? Okay, cool. It's 8:01, so let's see if the UTC time has given us the gift of the MBB 105. Because if it's UTC time, then we're good. But if it just goes by whatever time, then we're not good. Ugly, but it's like the precursor to what I was just in. So Miltech, they're the ones who came out. Miltech, they're the ones who came out with it. Helicopter. Newest. Nope. So tomorrow, expect a video on the 105. Yeah, see, this is the one that we're going to be getting, but from a company that's not MS Scenery. Yeah, look how basic-y, crappy this is. Look. Icky. Some battlefield insertion flying. Fine, if you insist. No, I actually do plan on doing a like a military whatever type day. So we can do it MASH style in an old 47. Oop, who's that? Crawdad. Did he just spawn it up there? Yep. Poor guy. So found Crawdad one day. We were flying helicopter somewhere. Did he already disappear? I don't know, maybe he'll come back. Let's see. No, I think he's over there. But yeah, we just kind of played like follow the leader for like an hour and a half, doing nothing but just like flying near things. Okay, let's see if we can find them. A little different than the civilian version. We have battery on, fuel pump on. Fuel should already be on. Anti-collision lights, we can flick those on because we're nice. Let's see. Do I need to hold you? Yep. Good sound, good sound. Waiting for 58% on the N1. Good start. Generator on. Inverter on. And Go is making the noise now. We'll turn pitot heater on. IFF on. Yeah, my parents were MASH. Or not my parents, my grandmother was a MASH person. Already way different handling than the one we were just in. He's not in here. I want to go to where I want to go. We're going to Kentucky. I just got a free engine start there, and I didn't even charge you for it. Did not even charge you for it. I'm looking for a specific area. If you know, you know. Go away. I wish you would get rid of the clouds when we're doing all this. Anybody tell where we're going yet? You watched any of my thing? Not Louisville. Actually, we're in Ohio. Let me rephrase. But if you've watched any of my reels here recently, or my YouTube short here, but I address a thing where people are assuming that there's a helicopter that's dropping ticks on people's property. We're going to that property because I found her and called her out. That exposed it all. Shift C. Massey Farm. I wish. What did I do? Oh. I don't want to be in camera. Poor Massey. That down, that off. Battery on. No, not external. On. Fuel pump on. Click and hold. Fuel introduced. Yeah, this is a straight docks now. The information's out there. A few more RPMs. And good start. There you go. Let's just go and turn on the IFF also. This is really just like a friendly fire defense mechanism. Oops. That was on me. So if I didn't biff anything, I see no lights on. I think we're good. Yeah, nice little area of Ohio, I'll say that. And also, doing my investigation here in the simulator led me to even further acknowledge the fact that they live somewhere, or this helicopter was doing stuff in a place that's just not easily accessible by vehicles. Why are you so slow? Just watch my outlet indication. Demolition Ranch? We'll go there next. You get old place, new place. I'll hit both. I'm aware of where they are at. And also, I think his new property that he had bought technically had a runway on it. So we'll hit, was it Desperado Ranch? What they were calling it. Yeah, the mansion wasn't hard to find. Very obvious sort of place for it. You build a mansion on a mountain. Cool, how many mountains are in the area? Not that many. Easy enough to find and locate. Make sure we stay below radar so we can get all of our ticks thoroughly dispersed. Hope everybody's doing good. Today's what, Thursday, I think? Yeah. The weekend coming up, BO 105 coming out tonight. And, gonna be fun to fly. I've always wanted to fly one of those in the sim, and also, obviously, wanting to fly it in real life as well. But there are things that we just can't do right now. Hopefully this will speed me up any. It's the only reason I'm doing it. I'm gonna go faster. Also, these dang power lines everywhere, making me fly below them. So yeah, for those unaware, which we kind of went over the other day, YouTube or TikTok video, which I don't have TikTok, it got shared to other platforms. A lady had posted a helicopter hovering above their property. What is this? I don't know what they're doing here. This is our property. And they have a gas easement through their property, which is the whole point of why I looked into it. Oh, cool. So we'll be coming up roadside. Nice. 7 miles. And I was like, people were in the comments like, man, shoot down the helicopter, shoot down the helicopter. And I'm a helicopter pilot that likes to fly lower rather than higher. And I do confined area landings at friends' places. I'd rather not get shot by somebody. So me and Valesco were busy on the internets doing the work trying to convince people not to shoot down helicopters. And I decided to use my geolocating skills, and I figured out where she lived. And I proved the fact that there was a easement behind their place. And it's wild to me, which I was explaining to somebody earlier, that so many of these people were just blindly accepting the fact are the assumption that they were dropping ticks on these people's property. No information other than a video of a helicopter hovering, and them not even being in the helicopter world. Don't even know the extent of what helicopters will do outside of just like medical flights or sightseeing or whatever. So hundreds, if not thousands of people are in the comments like, Second Amendment's there for a reason, boys, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Why would they pick the world's noisiest, most obvious form of transport to gingerly set down a box of one of the most indestructible bugs ever created? And I was like, it looks like they're doing easement work. That's the long line. That's what it's there for. And everybody was blip, 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 blip. So anyways, I made the video to prove like, hey, there is an easement. This is what they're doing. And even though I go and provide good information on that, and then good information as far as like the tail number of the helicopter, which if you Google it, shows a picture of the old paint scheme. I have a picture of the new paint scheme from where I saw it in person a couple of weeks ago. And like I come with all the information and with inside views from the helicopter world. And they want to argue back against that. Meanwhile, they just accept the fact that like a helicopter hovering doing something that they have no idea about is going to be way more trustworthy than somebody with like legitimate verifiable information. So yeah, that's where we're going. Because especially in the sim, I don't know how well it will come across for you guys, but you will definitely be able to see horses. You'll be able to see how aggressive the property is out here. Satellite view can kind of compress these properties and hills and stuff and make it look more or less aggressive than what it actually is. And when you start flying through it and you start seeing stuff like this, where this even dumbs it down some for what sort of land is out here. It's more aggressive, more jagged, more muddy, more rocky, more everything out here. Then you realize like, oh cool, you really don't bring trucks out here. And if anything does come out here, it's going to be a this isn't it. Like, oh wow, okay, cool. Like you're just not driving stuff up here, and if you are, it's a tractor and you're doing it once a year to mow your easement. We are close though. Yeah, so we're in the right easement thing here. I think it's Shaw. So welcome to Mac Dox's People Live Online. Okay, cool. So this is the road south of the property. This is the easement going up to it. So first of all, we can see huge drop here, which will likely be a creek or a runoff, something super muddy, nasty. And this isn't something that you drive a truck through, pulling thousands of pounds worth of equipment to do something. Things to note in the area. First of all, there is a little driveway right here that kind of cuts through this way, and you'll notice it goes through, then cuts across the easement here and up there. And what that is, if I add a little bit of altitude, you will see that line keeps going. It's a power line. So power line easement going through. And it goes that way and continues. Okay, anyway, easement continuing on this way. Let me get lower so we can get not a top-down view of it. Okay, so after driving over the power or under the power lines, we now have this big old hill, which is substantial. You're at 950 feet altitude at the top of the hill, and now at the bottom of the hill, which, as you can see, super steep here, which would be another creek or a runoff or some sort of mushy, messy, nasty stuff. 800 feet, 150 feet, almost straight down. Disgusting. Okay, now going back up. Again, extremely steep and stepped going back up. About 75 feet, then back down to another creek or gully or runoff. Back down to a 20, so 50 feet down. Then back up here, extremely steep again. Back up, back up, back up. To what would be not their top field, but kind of the top field. This isn't where they spotted the helicopter. So here we're back up to 1,000, so 150, 200 feet up. Up very steep, aggressive stuff. And then all of this area here is their field. And where they saw the helicopter doing stuff. And keep in mind, there's no access to the easement other than through the property owner's things, which the easement's there for that reason. Emergencies happen, they could get out there. She came out of the woods somewhere around this driveway here. They're like, oh, look, they're in our top field, whatever. So she walked out for the video. Actually, probably more over here. Because she looked at them leaving that way. So my guess is she walked out of the woods like here. And she was filming the helicopter do stuff over there. And it's like, okay, cool, that looks like it's their property. Well, fun fact, this line that you kind of see going across right there, let me get my laser pointer out. This line right here, that's their property line. So the helicopter that was doing something was, in fact, over here, dropping or putting something down for them to do some sort of easement work. And then they were going back to what I assume was the best place for parking and staging to do other stuff. Oh, and then to also show how difficult access is this way as well. Not as bad as the other way. And you can see tracks right here, but that's most likely four-wheeler tracks or whatever. And there is pictures of it being mowed as well. But creek sort of thing there. Ditch, divot, all private property. Easemented, but very inaccessible easement. Very rough hill here, and now there's two entrances here. One goes off to the right here. And extremely steep going down to a creek at the bottom. And the other side comes up over here. Extremely steep going across the same wetland creeks and stuff. And then let's measure this altitude wise. So we are at 760 there. And then the top of this hill up here is $920, so 160 feet, almost straight up. So yeah, they're not driving trucks up here, and if they were, it'd have to be completely dry, and if so, it'd be extremely intrusive because people have fencing and everything up for livestock in the area. There you go.
Exactly what you did not ask for. So let's go drop off our troops on their doorstep. What do you say? You want battlefield insertions? Gas line easements make for really fun insertions. Because there's no trees. And you can fly low. You don't have to worry about vertical obstacles. Yeah, I think they have another house. Oh, yeah, here it is. Literally dropping them right into the living room. So yeah, there's that. But on top of that very pretty area out here, very good looking area. Put Dixie in their house. Going on the doorstep. And I'm doing it like used to do, like ding dong ditch on people. Put dog poop in a paper bag, light the paper bag on fire on their doorstep. Ring the doorbell and they open the door to see a bag on fire. They stomp out the bag and then they step in the dog poo. That's how the professionals would do it. Okay, Texas. I just know whenever I spawn now, I'm going to see Crawdad somewhere trying to fly. What's he doing? Oh, no, it's Siberian Trim. I think that's the dude that flew with us the other week, and he was in the stream at one point. Anyways, we are going to San Ann, Barney. Barney? Barney. A key. Not the fuel box. Not medium. They all mediums? Okay. Says departure. There's Barney. Let's let this load in a little bit so I can see what we're doing. Y'all already see the mansion? I see it. Actually, I'm going to make this destination too. That way we can... I don't think it's this far up. This is the river here that they're on. Pretty sure that's Desperado right there. Let me check the much better Google Maps. San Ann, Barney. Okay, no, it's further down over here. Here it is. Desperado. Their old house is over here somewhere. Yeah, old house. We have bunker branding up here. Don't judge. I like maps, okay? Oh, let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this 66. Don't know why, but we're doing the 66. Hope he's doing good. I think I heard somebody mention him the other day, where they had talked to him, like one of his. Somebody was like, "Yeah, Matt's doing great, having a good time, enjoying retirement." Shift C. Why are you here all of a sudden? Waiting for 60s. Bernie traffic helicopter November 7564-32548 November 420 Foxtrot Whiskey, picking up at the helipads, and we will departing directly to the north. Bernie. I saw that you spawned in on me after I had left that area. I'm currently in Texas flying. But if you want to watch on my stream, it is YouTube Multi-Shop Matt. I'm just kind of flying a bunch of different places today because I'm bored. Shooting that to the Crawford guy. Mr. Crawdad. So, Bernie, Texas here. Made popular by Demolition Ranch. YouTuber extraordinaire. First gun page to hit 10 million subscribers. There are other gun pages which are close. A lot of imitations. Nobody is him, though. He kind of had his own flavor. It was very much a soft entrance into the firearm world for many people. That being said, he was also a softer entrance for a lot of people into the world, so a lot of the more hardcore. Download done. Does that mean we have Jurassic Park now? Yeah, so soft entrance for a lot of people into the YouTube world. A lot of the more hardcore sort of creators are the more hardcore gun people were like, well, why is he being so baby? It's like, because he's getting people who are like 10 into firearms. So there's a level of like, okay, cool, this is an acceptable level of things that we're doing to get the younger generation in and keep their attention and do all that stuff. And either way, he did good. I think we're flying live time over here too, so yeah. A nice sunset fly by his house. Doxing 4.0. I'm curious what's going on with the ranch. Or not with the ranch, but with the resort. Because I feel like it would have been cool if he kept doing it and it became a thing. But I'm not sure what it's like without him, you know? Like, is it a cool place for a resort? Yeah. Is it a cool place for a getaway? Yeah. Will there be people, even though he's not the one in charge of it now, that are doing stuff and that they go just because it was his? Sure. You know, like, I'd still like to be out there. I was actually looking at applying to go work out there and move out here at one point because it kind of fitted my persona like completely, you know, like firearms, fun, building and doing things. And like, obviously it's not like I'm applying to be a staple on the channel or something. It's like, cool, you put something in front of me and I can fix it. It needs to be fabricated, I can build it. It needs to be changed and fixed and planned and designed, I can do it. So being a like head of resort maintenance, or just, I don't want to say channel, because he has a lot of people, a lot of resources. But it's one of those things where I'd be very, very capable in that position. So I was thinking about applying out here for a while, but looking at the money that could be made versus cost of living out here just wasn't worth it for me unless I already had a place out here. But I had a super good plan to convince of it. But anyway, this is also considered Texas hill country, if you can't tell, even though it's still relatively flat. It is also hilly out here. So he did live over there, which we'll check on the way back from Desperado. He lived down there, I believe. That was his old field where he'd do the go-kart riding and stuff with his kids out there. But a house that's passed up his road up here was for sale. I think it's this one here. An abandoned mansion, and that got a lot of views on his Off the Ranch channel. And it was this big abandoned mansion where these people had started it and construction just kind of stopped. And when they rebuilt it, they more or less tore it down and started over. But road comes this way, then it's basically private road up to their place, and they have a good number of acres out here. Being like, all of this is theirs. So, huge, cool mansion on the hill here. It looks like it's an older satellite view, because of course there's pool and stuff out there now. But such a cool series building this. And then somewhere down the hill here, let's see. So yeah, like his range and the big building that he made was down here. Yeah, so the big shop that he built was over here. So it's just not showing since it's not a fresh sort of photogrammetry. But one of those driveways to lead back, and there's a big shop and everything there. Okay, now off to the Desperado. Yeah, really enjoyed his channel. I still have yet to watch his last video. Not that I was like emotionally attached to his videos or something, but it's just like, man, if I watched it, it makes it real, you know? I noticed that when somebody flew near me the other day, but I also had realized that I never had wake turbulence turned on before, so maybe I'm just now noticing it, question mark? Old Crawdad was talking about the turbulence things with the update. See something over there that says TX Rescue. KSI TX Rescue. Flying a 737. You're not rescue flying a 730. Sorry, bud. I don't know, maybe Southeast Aviation can correct me, but I feel like most people flying a 7.3 are just doing like, you know, long haul things. I don't think you're doing like search and rescue hops with a 7.3. And now this is actually something I'm interested in seeing here, as their Desperado Ranch property was on the river up here. Okay, there it is. I want to follow the correct road in and everything. Of course, that gave me the wrong road there. Okay, no, it was just the weird zoom out problem. So they had like some tiny houses or houses that they had bought for rent over here. Because I think he ended up buying a whole bunch of the houses on the property here to like also rent them out as part of the resort. And that's all the resort right there. All that canyon stuff, so there's a couple of caves down there that he had a good series on. Carry organs, dead bodies, and patients. I know the body thing. I kind of figured organs or patients would usually be private, or like one of like a med flight, but for you know that. So actually, this right here, this stretch used to be a runway. Fun fact. A couple of houses. That pond was dry. He filled it back up. Good for him. There's like an old burnt down building here. Yeah, I'm curious if they're still working on this or what the deal is. Like, if there was a place to rent helicopters out here, I would legit go out here just to fly the area. So all that area there. And of course, the big cliff down here to the river. So what's that? 350 there. All the way down to here to 220. So 120-foot cliff, and then another 40 foot down here. Not bad. I'm not over torquing, you shut up. Elaine, what are you looking at? And let's see, then there's another valley over here on this other side of it as well. Which was much more pronounced, much deeper, and they were looking at doing bike trails and bike paths and everything over here. And then I doubt they have the giant gun range rendered in, as that was definitely post-COVID, post-2020, when most of these photogrammetry pictures were taken. And it doesn't look like it's on the map. So it'd be following this road here. And they cleared out a big area over here to do a gun range. Yeah, it doesn't look like it exists in this version of the world yet. Cool. The old Desperado. And I'm gonna fly this valley, dive it and fly out before we head back towards House 1 and Bunker. Also, if I'm ever in the place of purchasing a helicopter, it's out west, I do plan. Oh no, they got rid of the store in Bunker, didn't they? I don't, like, it used to be where you could go inside and you could buy stuff inside. But I think they got rid of the retail store part. I assume it just got too slow with Matt cutting off and them just focusing on other creator stuff. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a cool place. And helicopters have landed out there. I think Tim Kennedy flew a 44 in, or two people have flown 44s in. Ooh, it got really blurry there for me all of a sudden. Either the game's messing up or I'm having a stroke. We'll see. Don't remember making toast, though. And now that we're not sightseeing. Ooh. Yeah, we're definitely buffeting or something here. Which makes me wonder, do we have any weather? This weather's been weird today. Have you been getting rain today, dude? Nope, no rain now. I hadn't flown with enough people to notice yet, period. I know somebody was flying near me, and their downwash overspun my rotor system to like 200%. Yep, it's a stroke. Oh, darn. I bet it looks like I'm flying normal to you guys right now. 'Cause I think I crashed and I'm just sitting here. Dude, there's nothing out here. Which is nice. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's times and places for nothing. But also, if I lived this far away from town and I was in a helicopter purchasing position, I'd be purchasing a helicopter. Desperado ain't that far away from everything, but boy, would I like to be closer, you know? Okay, here we come up on the old house. Haven't got any rain yet, but seen clouds doing things. Ooh, power lines. Let's, Yoop. Here's old Matt's house. Right there. Oh, also, fun fact, his, all the old our Demolition Ranch videos and stuff, those were filmed at his parents' house. Even though he had his own house or whatever, and until he built the range, it was at his parents' house. Which I don't want to dox them, but they're somewhere over here. I just remember doing the diligence one day and like, oh dang, that's what it was. But it could have also been like, cool, maybe his house here didn't have the right place to do shooting at, because it's bad angle, neighbors, stuff like that, and his parents' place is probably better suited for that. And no rain today. Yesterday was rough. Not rough. I mean, it was between Locust Grove and here. It got heavy. Me and Dad went out for dinner. But, like, just okay in the house. Sunday, there was hell up at Lake Spivey. You know, here at man, must be crashing here. Screen shaking. There we go. Okay, bunker branding locking in. We'll do a landing in their backfield. Coming in like a hot dog, you know. But always keeping the rotor system loaded. Stop over here by the garage door, get our shirts, and get out. Still gonna spot Saturday, that's the attitude. Ain't no weather slowing you down. Oh yeah, I saw the video of that. Like, the lady was on the hood of the car, and the dude who walked up there is only like knee deep, and he carried her out. I'm like, lady, just walk. And there are people in the comment section like, well, if she couldn't swim and there was a current or whatever, she could risk drowning. Like, look, if you're drowning in knee deep water, I don't want to say that you had it coming, but that's imagine drowning in knee-deep water. You know, that's Come on. Yeah, just a bit of water. Which I've seen pretty heavy rain. I've seen some, like, minor flooding up there. But nothing that I wouldn't drive through. I wouldn't have taken my Lexus through it. My Lexus is a car, stock height, low. 4Runner, I've had it up to the headlights before. No big deal. You just got to know what you're doing and know, like, where you're driving. And we're not looking for anything else. I don't know why I'm flying back to an airport. Like it's some important thing for me to do. But we'll do it. We'll do an auto into it. Once you have a 3 minutes till I'm at the airport, do I do an auto into somewhere, like a random power failure? Or do I do an auto into the airport? Let me know in the comments. Because I have the airport in sight. Yeah, just auto into a random place. Yeah, smart. I'm gonna wait till we get more up in these buildings up here, just that way it's more of a trying to pick somewhere, because over here there's a lot of options. Up there, not a lot of options, you know? Interstate's off limits, and the right side of the interstate in that field's off limits. So we will be problem solving up here. Okay, but engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. Come on, kill throttle. I don't know why it's linked still, that's weird. Oh, I know. I'm well aware. This is the same thing that was doing the other night to me. We can put in a parking place here. Almost. That was weird. Why is that? I'm gonna go up and do another one real quick, just because it's supposed to decouple, you know. Too easy. Sky carts. I am the sky cart. I don't need farmers with freaking out. I assume you're talking about gyrocopters. Which are cool. I like them. Like safe machines. But they're goofy. Okay, if I got entry speed. Auto rotation 3, 2, 1. Weird. Probably would have lost the tail on that one. Anyways, popping out of here. Where are we going next? I don't remember. Sky carts? There's no difference. What? I don't know what a sky cart is. At least that's what my mind thinks when I think sky cart. Okay, let's see. Jog me memories. Oh yeah, I want to see the library. Downloads. Install. It's kind of like I don't know what a PPC is. You're speaking goober here. Oh my god, it's actually loading in. Holy crap. Wild. Also, on top of that, configure. We have Jurassic Park skins. We're in Velociraptor there, and there's Stegosaurus, which is that. I like Velociraptor. This one looks busy, and if anything, we'll jump over there. Okay, that looks like it's on ground. Cool. Says departure, start flight. Dum 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 ba ba bum ba bum. Copyright. Scary. Shift C. Powered paraglider. Oh, okay. So like the paragliders with the wheels. Okay. A paraglider with the wheels. Gotcha. I'm gonna leave my lollipops on. I want to see where things are. Hey, truck, you can move. Paraglider cart. Gotcha. Paraglider cart. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, let's go find some dinosaurs. Generator and battery, guess what? The lights go off when you take off. That was one thing that was bugging us at the base of Everest, is that we had those lights upon landing. I didn't know why, but it's a thing apparently. So we're gonna go counterclockwise so I can kind of look out the left side. I don't like trying to do this. Monorail. Never mind, we're chasing a monorail. Do do boop boo 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 boo. Ain't nobody visiting the park. Okay, what do you think? Does the monorail have a collision? So I'm gonna come up here and do a quick touchdown, but see if the train actually runs through us. Aww. Yeah, no dinosaurs yet. There's the Rex pen over there. So I guarantee there's going to be a dinosaur with a Rex pen. Ooh, there's a gate here. I wonder if the train opens the gate. Doing it like it's a shot for the movie. And action. Actually, I don't. Okay, there's the monorail. Actually, we're going to come down here and follow it towards the gate. This will be the opening shot to the movie. But only if the gate opens in time. It does! Yo! Very cool. Do 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 do. Close the gate! Sick. That's neat. Okay, which way are you going? This is turned into train spotting. Now we need a close-up of the actors in the back seat looking backwards. Going to the left. We'll need to get the other side because there's trees in the way. All the chairs are facing... Okay, it's a 2 face forward, 2 face backward sort of chair arrangement. Ooh, there's a stop up here. Picnic tables out there. It definitely looks like it's stopping. That's slowing down a good bit. That was weird, huh? Something blow me around pretty decent there. I don't think I was messing with the controls too much. New MARTA trains for the World Cup. What's blowing me around? There's somebody around me? No. Okay, so there's fencing there for some reason. Don't see nothing. That's cool that the train has like the animated gates and everything. We can leave that alone now. We'll find it again later if we need to. First place I wanted to go though was over here. We'll make our way to the Rex pen in a bit. Ooh, helipad. So let's summit this mountain, get a lay of the land, see if we're gonna go to whatever that is over there first or find something else. An actual pterodactyl, yeah, we are at risk here. It's no longer just a saying. Oh. Okay. Well, the train's definitely going to this place here. You can see them doing that. Dinosaur. Just saw him in the water. Oh. Yo. Okay, I wonder if there's collision in that. Can we get taken out by a dinosaur? That's the real question. Okay, there's a cable here. Train arriving. Very cool. First, let's test the cable to see if it has a any sort of impact. It felt weird. Try it again. No, no impact. Put another chicken on this bad boy. Oh. There he goes. Get that helicopter out of here. He's gonna get hit by a dinosaur. That's the point. I see him messing up the water over there, I believe. Which means we're next, because that's where we first saw him. Come at me, bro. Come on, bro. I'm right here at your hook, dude. Nope, no impact. No impact. All that for nothing. Dinosaur? Dude, imagine swimming in the same water as that. You have this little beach over here. It's just like, okay, cool, you built a fence. You see that? Literally the same pool. Or the same lake, pond, whatever. Okay, helipad 1. Let's check it out. Isla Nubar Helipad Security Complex. Oh, it's a pocket right down here. Not even really a helipad, it's just a... like you can land here sort of thing. Oop, helipad done. Another one. Jake the SWAT dog. Oh, he's in an H60. What's going on, Black Hawk brother? See if we can blow him around. Actually, no, I'm gonna be nice. Don't fly near me, dude. It'll fuck you up. It's always curious watching other people fly because I'm like wondering what their skill level is. Like what their controls are. Are they running it? Oh, yep. Yep, turbulence. There's no way it's still turbulent from that 60. That wind would be dead and gone. Can't land there right now because it's still messing me up from him. Weird. Let's see if they'll let me now. Okay, apparently I can now. Yeah, so I'll bubble over here. I'm gonna go check out this bubble. 106%. Not my helicopter, don't care. Go where one day? What did I miss? What, Jurassic Park? I can fit here. You asshole. Don't blow me around. Let me get out of here so you don't screw me, Mr. Jake. No offenses. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's go find the T-Rex enclosure. Goodness. Unnecessary game. Another big bubble. Okay, there's definitely dinosaurs out here, else they wouldn't put this big, like, convex fence thing around whatever this is. Is this thing from the new movie that I just don't know about? Big bubbles? Okay, how do I get inside of you? Yeah, I'm parking here. Rough landing, I know. Shift C. Let's go hang out with our boy Jake.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. No. I just heard noises. Pterodactyls. We have real ones. Look. Look, look, look. Look. Nice. Helicopters are still so loud. Whoa. Oh, they're on the thing. Ah! Oh no. Help me. Help me. How do we get out of here? Woo! How do we get out of here? Excuse me. Look, you've caused indiscernible amounts of damage to helicopters that I've been flying in the past. And your actions are frowned upon. Frankly, they are mildly concerning as you are a fellow aviator from birth. And I am accepting, you know, your way of life and trying to respect it as much as I can. And the way that you've been treating me in past instances where we've run into you during the Around the World series is not the best. So, I do want to ask that you consider not running into our helicopters in the future. Deal? Go talk to your friend. Could you not run into me? Thank you. How do we get out? I think I just shipped C from anywhere. They put me back in the helicopter. Although my legs are kind of sore from... Oh no. Okay, cool. There we go. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We are in the Jurassic World DLC, and I accidentally fell inside of the bird cage. I was up there, but I fell through a wall. And suboptimal is a word that could be used to describe what I'm going through at the moment. There's my helicopter. Shift C. There we go. That puts us back in it. Looks like Jake's already skedoodled. So, yeah. Misadventures with Matt. Microsoft Dinosaur Simulator 2024. Okay, let's see if his wake turbulence is going to mess me up. I think we're good. Gotta go this way. Jake's probably jealous. Rex Pen is where we're heading. That's sick that we can walk around and check out all that area. Also, I like how a random person... No offense, Mr. RFA. No offense, but I haven't seen your name in here before, so for you just to pop up as I'm face to face with a pterodactyl, which does happen to be a long-running joke on the channel.
Looks like Jake's coming in. We'll probably catch some turbulence from him on the flyby. Well, that's the thing on this channel. So whenever we're flying somewhere, and a lot of times there's artifacts that the game will pick up, it will render in a invisible object in the sky. We hit it and it says, boom, you crashed, and I've done nothing wrong. So the joke on the channel is it's a pterodactyl. Not a bird strike, pterodactyl strike, and I actually think Southeast Aviation's responsible for starting that, so. Wow, flying below me is brave, buddy. Okay, there's a Rex pin somewhere. There it is. Oh, great. Here we go. Is it gonna wiggle me any? A little bit. Indominus Rex. Shift C. My boy going in there. We're taking the stairs. Jake, this does not look good. Jake, I think you're in danger. Jake, he's saying hey to him. Stop, get out. I'm coming to get you, bud. I don't think that's how you get out of there, dude. There you go. Oh, nope. Those were trees. That was not a pterodactyl, fun fact. I'm gonna give you some wind to rattle you around. There you go. Okay, cool. What else is on this island here? I don't know. It's a herbivore? Cool, we're good. There's the big one we were just in. That's an airport. I'm going to the peak up here. Actually, first I want to do oh, you can't do the recent? No, you used to, or at least on Xbox, you can find people who you've recently played with. Jake the SWAT dog. There's a helipad over there. Oh, Jurassic Falls. Okay, cool. We'll do that next. I think he picks up what I'm putting down going to the peak. Peak's up here, 5,000 foot peak. Capital Jake, all capital SWAT. Was it dog or DAWG? DOG. VNE means nothing. 177. What we're going to do, if he's still sitting down here, we're going to throw an auto in there for him. Three, two, one.
That's wild, dude. Your helicopter kind of... I don't know what mine's still running. Bro, it's still eating it. Whatever. Shut up. Downwash is crazy, correct. Okay, I'm gonna pop off of here. I sent him a friend request, so if he wants to fly later. Cool, looks like he's in. In flight. Which we explored this island. We didn't check out the waterfall, whatever. Airfield. There's something there. Looks like another popular island. Airfield. Worker village. Okay. Engine compound. They're called Indians. Let's see. Can I... Well, it's popping up in another thing. Whatever. I'll send a message later. Where's Jake going? PC's screaming at me. What's happening? Is it still downloading stuff? I want to go check out Mackay Head now that I think we have that fixed. So we'll take off out of Tampa. Oh, not Tampa, Bradenton. That's 9:45. Still one of the funnest flights. Wow, I have a really low bar set here. That was a fun one. Our boy was just in a 60. Let's hop in a 60. Guess I need to do more goofy stuff more often. And not just professional flying, you know. Okay, let's start pre-flight. Get that, get that, get that. There we go. Can I walk up this now? They fix that? Oh yeah. Look at that. That's what those little things are there for walking up. And draw me if I click it? Yep. Think we're good. Don't waste zero consequence realm. Never. Okay, let's speed run. Battery on. APU on. APU power on. That's on. Use my mouse here. APU's making power. Cool. My thing back. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. Nope, other way. Nope, other way. No. God. There we go. Okay, cool. On. Good. Okay, so let's see. Generator, ignition, normal. There is no such thing as an intrusive thought, so don't worry about it. Okay, that's good there. That's good there. That should have been there, that should be there. Actually, we can pull from there now. I can actually turn that off now. That can go off now. Makes it a lot quieter in here all. Engine number 2 is spinning. Pitot heat can go on. Boost pump there. 42, 43, 44, 45. 7, 48, 49, 50. Okay, cool. Up. Go. Such a quiet, luxurious helicopter. So your shrink calls them. You should start seeing them. You're only like, what, 5'2"? Should probably look for a grow or something. I don't know if a shrink's the best option. Come on, give me the rotor RPM. 82, 83, 84. '91, '92, '93, '94, '95. Almost there. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go check out Mackay ahead. Bradenton Tower. Adios. Why are you being dumb? Oh, that's annoying. Cool, so we have no idea where we're going. Don't need it. I'm gonna even click tab. No, not tab. G. For gay lollipops everywhere. Why am I getting all this altitude? Because I do not know where I'm at, relatively speaking. I know we're Bradenton. I'm looking for Lake Manatee. I know what it looks like. The bigger we make, the easier to find. Interstate 75. Good. Why am I Russian flying American helicopter? Who knows? That appears to be Manatee. Deep boop boop. So, how's everybody doing? It's 9:54. 2 hours until the BO105 comes out, which I will not be streaming that long. I'm actually kind of planning on dipping out after we finish with Blackhawk here. Unless something late breaking pops up that we just want to pay attention to. I said, kind of want to fly tonight, easy, chill, do whatever. No missions, no nothing. Just show up, doodle, and get out, you know. Yeah, that's definitely Manatee. So you're cruising 180 knots through the air. Scooting is what the kids call it. So first thing first on our list of things to do, we will be doxing old Cleater McFarland himself. Speaking of, Kyle Busch died today, which is wild to hear. Not that I was a NASCAR person or anything, it's just didn't expect him to be one of the people that are dying, you know? So first thing first, we add the little bit of collective to slow our descent. And we wave at JH Diesel, who lived to right over there in all the trees. And then now we fly over Cletus' house. Say, hello, Cletus' house. Scare the swans, even though the swans aren't there anymore. This is all the development happening behind him. Let's get to the crossroad right here. This is the east-west road. So, okay. So there used to be a line, like right here. or back where his place was, where it was like the further development populative whatever line where the county was like, okay, cool, we're not going to build houses and stuff this way, so we'll kind of reserve all this land area this way for farmland or whatever. But now, look, it's all dirt, it's all development, it's all houses and houses and houses, and bullshit and bullshit and bullshit. So now, we will show you what is the guy's shop. Cletus McFarland's shop is this building back here. It's the old merch building right there. Right there. That's the shop. It's the building that they built to put stuff in. The RC airplane place. Actually, let's touch down here. Everything around their parking lot. Boop. So the RC plane place that they always do in the RC videos at is right here. Wild. Hey, Alan. He's the guy that owns it. And the racetrack that he bought is right here. So this is the drag strip he was always using. Curious if we could tell what race day this was. That'd be neat to see. That white car, I believe, is a Supra. Try to see if any of these look like his toter home. Hard to tell. He would be near the front just because of who he is. Either way, there is a race happening there on the day that they took the photos. And this whole property here is a Freedom Factory property.
Roll left, roll left.
Roll left, roll left. Pull up, pull up. Beach. Freedom Factory, yeah, definitely old picture before he owned it. Because now it's got the huge paved out area in the middle for burnout competitions and stuff like that. Although this does appear to be after he purchased it, because I think all these donut marks were him during his reveal video, I believe. Don't quote me, I think. Yeah, that's Freedom Factory property. Can I fly with you? You have MH60? Yeah, currently we're heading to Micaiah Field. Micaiah Head, which is the Bald Eagle Airport, east of Bradenton, Florida, so the west coast of Florida, kind of south of Tampa, southwest of Tampa. The airport code... Give me a second, I'll let you know. Gotta grab on the Garmin. I'm going to pause for a second. So yeah, if you would like to spawn in at... Let's see, there's Tampa, there's Bradenton. Bald Eagle Airfield is 67FL, 67 Foxtrot Lima. Server, you can see name up here, Paseo Ranger, P-A-S-E-O space Ranger. And as far as my online server, I am on Automatic East USA 46 millisecond. I'm posting the thing though. So the Canyon Runner in the chat is me. Paseo Ranger's the name, so you can look for me. And no offense, but I'm not going to let you in on voice chat because I don't know you, respectively. And if something said that ruins my YouTube channel, then that's no bueno. Like I said, no offense. Maybe after we fly together for a few episodes or whatever, talk on socials. Could be a thing, but yeah, anyways, moving out there now. We're not moving. I'm heading towards Old Mackay Head. Bald Eagle Airfield. And also I'm not on current time, so I don't know if that will affect it. We'll see. Good old Clete, which he posted his video today. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. Apparently he bought a new car, or bought something, a sleeper of some sort. Okay, Mackay Head, 67FL. Love the setup, thanks. It's a Apache R44 setup because I got this to learn how to fly Robinsons before I got my license in real life. Taught myself how to fly, and now I have this, so I figured might as well stream with it, because that can help pay for it somehow, eventually. And it's in VR, so that makes it way nicer. Okay, I think we're getting close. I know we just had a hit kind of east. I see it. Maybe. Let's see, does my tablet work? Nope. Do I zoom in a lot? Yeah, we're basically there. Okay, yep. That's the lake up there. So that's where we're heading. L-shaped lake. Runway there. We're going to kill some altitude. Not with the collective, but with the cyclic. Because we are psycho. Curious if the person who did the update to his airport to make it look better, I wonder if they're going to update it as his house is getting built. Well, the house is built and they moved in. I still have a thing wrong with the grass here, or did they fix that? Nope, something's still wrong with the grass. Okay, I'm here at 67 Foxtrot Lima. Mackay ahead or Bald Eagle Airfield. I forget which one it's listed as in the sim. I'll be on station orbiting around. Right downwind. I was just doing figure eights, kind of diving the parking area as I go. It sounds more fun than just being on station.
Pull up! Pull up!
Shut up, shut up. Like I said, if you're spawning in and you can't see me, or I can't see you, maybe it's because I have stuff on different times of the day, but I see other people. I see other people playing, so I don't think that's an issue. Bet she tells me to pull up again.
Pull up! Pull up!
Don't need that sort of negativity. Pull out, shut up.
Roll right! Roll right!
And come back down.
Pull up! Pull up! Roll left!
Silence,
roll left.
lady. Extremely pesky listening to her.
Roll left! Roll left! Roll right! Roll right!
Cool thing, Blackhawks, you can just pull your collective all the way. At least in the newer models. They limit their own torque. They won't give you more than they can give out. Also, if anybody in here has a subject they'd like to talk about, please feel free to
Pull up!
speak
Pull
up.
up!
now, we're waiting on Bear. He asked to fly. I told him the server, and now we're seeing if he's able to get in here. But also, in case anybody's wondering, I am a real-life helicopter pilot, privately rated currently. Working on more, but money exists apparently in this world, and that's a thing that we need to be aware of. I work in the film industry. I do weapons and firearms in the film industry. I'm not looking to do helicopters in film, even though it would be fun. None of my to-do list I want out, which is why I'm doing this. Maybe not this specifically, but in a way, shape, or form, kind of. Funny, people start coming in when I'm literally just doing figure eights over a field. And if you haven't been to the stream before, feel free to say hello, let us know what's up. I'll be glad to answer any technical questions about helicopters to the extent of my knowledge, or whatever. Pretty well versed in a lot of miscellaneous things. Setup questions, flying questions, life questions. Valeska. Tell us some of your bucket list heli stuff. Be employed. Is that too simple? No, I feel like for the most part, anything that I want to do, and I'm not just saying this, it's like where it's like the, where it's not like one of those things where it's a, if you put your mind to it, you can do it sort of thing. It's like, I think it's very possible to do just about everything. Like with the exception of flying like fire helicopters like Apaches or whatever. Even then, like I don't have that much of an interest in that per se. Although family's high on my list of things to do, which means having a job that's more permissive to that, such as like medical piloting or something like that. I would like to do utility for a bit, which is the long line and attached to the bottom of helicopters, right down there in the middle. I would like to do some sort of utility work, doing long line, external load, and sling loading. Especially like power line work, something that is very high precision, being a necessity. And technical ability too, like doing the moving hooks through the pulleys, stringing new wires and cables. I think that'd be super sick. And that's definitely something that's doable. Flying a Black Hawk. Again, something that's very doable. There are hundreds of these out in circulation now in private hands. And also, you can teach Black Hawk piloting. It's not like it's a crazy hard thing. I can get a couple thousand hours, be a CFI, and maybe even get my cert somewhere else, but I can work for the Army and teach people how to fly Black Hawks in the Army. Most of their instructors are not people who are military, because they want them flying, doing military stuff, so they bring in civilian CFIs and stuff to teach. That would be cool, just to get a whole bunch of hawk time that way. But not necessary, you know. It'd be neat getting to fly the coolest units and just be like, cool, we want to move you into Ospreys. Like, oh, I'm sorry, they're not helicopters, not interested. Also on a professional side, even though I'm not a fixed wing enthusiast, there's a guy on YouTube. If you're interested in aviation, I suggest checking out. His name is More Left Pedal. He's an ATP pilot that flies a Pilatus PC-24 airplane and a Bell 429, which is a twin-engine helicopter. And I believe it's for the same client. So that's cool to be able to pull both of those from the same thing. And he posts like IFR videos and the bell, which is wild. Yeah, it would be at Rucker. If that was a way I was able to get into it. But that's still a bit of a ways off. I need a bit more real world experience first. Got more hours to go to get my commercial, and of course more commercial to go until I'm hireable at that level. But it's a thing, and Rucker's not too far away from me. It'd be a short move, and it'd still be near family. Places to go. I really don't have any like dream places because I mean, like, obviously I'd like to fly in cool places. Recreationally, on top of that, I'd like to own my own helicopter. Even if it's like a Robinson R44, like, of course I'd prefer something cooler, like an A-Star, something that's not a teetering hinge sort of rotor system that I can mass bump. I'd like something that I can be a bit more aggressive and aerobatic with, within the extents of the law. But helicopter ownership's helicopter ownership at the end of the day, and that's super sick, and I would love to do that. As far as cool places to fly, I feel like anything inside the US and Canada is pretty much attainable, because I think I can fly in Canada as a US pilot. I'd have to look into that. Maybe not professionally in Canada, but if you're flying through going somewhere, I think you're allowed to. But alas, there are cool places that I would like to fly that are not in the US. Like, in the Alps would be cool. Like, just a lot of places in Europe are super, super cool with rivers and just, like, very good geography. So, I see a lot of areas like that, and it's something that I would like to do. I would like to fly out there. But that's definitely a hard thing to get into that sort of thing. And I'll even amend that to say I don't think it'd be that hard to do it, because you can go over and do like a discovery flight somewhere and be like, hey, cool, I want to do a discovery flight in a Robinson R44 or somewhere that is a school overseas. And you can do that, and then you can be like, hey, I'm a pilot in America. I want to fly around over here, but I can't do that unless I have an instructor with me. So I am on MS-24 right now. Where are you at again? I am at 67FL, which is near Tampa, Florida, which I think you can type it in. I think it's called Micaiah Head Airport, or Airfield. The code for it, though, is 67FL. So yeah, it's like, I'd love to fly in Europe, but I think it would be possible to find a helicopter school over there with somebody who speaks English. And obviously it would be a supervised flight. So it'd be like, cool, take a Robinson R44, and I wouldn't be able to have my wife or fiance, girlfriend or friends or whoever in the front seat with me, but I can still fly places with us. It's like, hey, as long as I'm paying rental and there's a pilot in the left seat that's licensed or whatever with you guys, then
Pull up!
bada bing, bada boom, not that big of a deal. I bet the neighbors are going to love this. We're going flatter turns, more drifty. No, I'm not flying live time right now. So with that being said, what time is it now? 10 o'clock? I was going to make this my last location, but what I'll do, I'll move to another location real quick and put it on live time, because I want to fly during daytime. Why am I landing? I can just press escape. End flight. Flight conditions, live. Let's go somewhere where it's daylight. How's it look down here? There's somewhere I wanted to check out. Not there. Is that Reunion there? Still dark for... it might be sunsetty here, or sunrisey. Okay, so what you're going to do is go into the Indian Ocean off of Africa here. There's Madagascar, and there's these two islands to the east of Madagascar. The island to the left is called Réunion, and it's actually France, technically. Apparently these valleys and stuff around here are really nice to fly in. It's sunrise time over there now. I'm spawning into the airport on the north of the island, Foxtrot Mike Echo Echo. I'm going to be coming over to this little parking area here near the helipad. Says departure, start flight. A little dark here, but we're getting sunrise, so it'll be a nice flight. Don't look at me. I think you spawned in on top of me. 'Cause those are not my covers to take off. Yep. Okay, I'm going to get out of here real quick so that way maybe, hopefully it doesn't blow your thing around. Give me just a second. Oh no, I've got double switches in here. This will be fun. Okay, yeah, that makes it good. Especially if you're paused right now, you give me just a few seconds to get moving. APU on. Generator on, generator on. Move that there, move that there. Button, button, button. Button. Button, button. Switch, 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 switch. Up. Up. Ignition switch. Oh yeah, I can feel you running.
Pull up, pull up.
Lady's already complaining at me. Oh no. RPM. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, my rotor RPM's building. Give me just a second. I'm going to work over here to this corner. Come on, give me my RPM. I'm trying to stay out of your rotor wash or get you out of mine, either way. Yeah, I know, you give me my rotor RPM, won't be a big of a deal. Come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah, I can see this valley. It's just kind of to the south of us there. That looks wild. Okay, there's rotor RPM. Off we go. I'm going to do a quick tour of the island. As in, fly some valleys, be aggressive. If I die, I die. And we'll try to make it back to an airport somewhere. These mountains are wild. I mean, these are all volcanic, so that makes sense. Also, the flight from here to Paris, I think here to Paris, is the longest flight that is, like, non-international, because this is technically France. So France to France, and it's like a 12-hour flight or something like that. It gets aggressive up here, that's why I'm staying somewhat high in the valley. But I also don't know how bad of a wake you're having to deal with me. Wild thing is that the French are hiding this from us like it's no big deal. This should be ours. Southeast Aviation, dude, thank you for being here as always. I will see you on the next one. What is this place? This is sick. Taking the right fork up here. Looks like a no way out spot here, so we will have to use climb power. Straight out of ground affecting this one. What a wild little set of canyons there just off the airport. Apparently this whole island's kind of like that. Okay, up. Should have planned for this. Oh. If you catch some of my wind right there, sorry about that. Unless you're right there next to the wall. Reunion. France.
Roll right, roll right. Pull up, pull up.
Floating her down, look at that. Hang in there, we got fast there, but I got us all over 200 on my airspeed. I'm gonna crest this hill on the left side and pop up over it. Kind of U-turn ourselves going the other way. Yeah, this is the sort of island that you absolutely abuse with a capable aircraft. These walls, it just keeps going down. You turning again back to the right. What a place. Like, this place makes me want to become like an aerobatic pilot, and then, like, airplane aerobatic pilot. And then come out here with something to just rip these canyons up. Holy crap, this is cool. I saw something online, people talking about Reunion. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, it's just an island. No, this is sick. Okay, taking her low. Don't think we need to worry about power lines here. Trying to keep her below 200 feet on the rad.
Pull up, pull up. Roll right, roll right.
It's on 24. Don't think collective what we're doing.
Roll
Pull
right,
up,
roll
pull up.
right. Roll left, roll left. Roll right, roll right. Roll left, roll left.
There's an animal down there. Almost turned him into minced meat. Okay, so there is some sort of development up here that I'm seeing, because there's traffic lights, which means we might find
Roll
a
left, roll left.
floating sort of thing to wreck us, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Speaking of bridges, I am going under this at speed.
Roll right, roll right.
Looks like left side's what I'm committing to. There we go. Oh, you went over it. Going under this one too, even though I'm popped up high. I'm taking it creekside.
Roll right, roll right. Roll left, roll left.
Those are some canyons right there. Did you beef it there? Oh, nope, there you are. I said I didn't see you for a second. I thought you caught the bridge. Let's see. So there's a helipad over here on the hill. And I've still got stuff to do tonight, so I'm going to go up to this heli. Not the one in the town here. I'm going to go up to the on some of the ridge up here. And I'll set her down, and I'm going to call that a night for me. Having Bear in here ripping with us has been sick.
Go left, go left.
Tree. Actually, there's a soccer field there on the left. I'm going to use that. Just pretend they're playing a game or something over here. I'll take the far side of the field if you're coming in here too. Hopefully that'll keep the wind from blowing each other around. You pick one and I pick the other.
Go right, go right.
There you go. My boy Bear's whipping it. Hell yeah, suspension's in there for a reason. Which I hate that I didn't get the model with the tail wheel, and it was the mid wheel. Because technically with the tail wheel ones, you just drop it at 300 feet per minute. Shoot, our blades are right there. Rikaboo 123. RYKAB. I'm gonna, don't mind me, I'm gonna pause real quick and add you. Resume. Okay, cool. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching today. Nothing special happening. It wasn't an Around the World episode or a medical episode or anything like that. But I just wanted to get some flying done, get something posted today. Shout out to Bear and chat, or Rikaboo here in the game. Doing some flying with me in the Hawk here, and me all the way out here in France. I know it's not cheap to get a Black Hawk here in France. But we did it. We saw some pterodactyls at Jurassic Park. We've done all the above. So, yeah, gonna call that good for today. I got food to eat and things to do. When will I stream next? Possibly tomorrow, because the BO 105 is getting released tomorrow, so I would like to... Oh! The BO 105 is getting released tomorrow, so I'd like to do something with it. Especially Roman Atwood's livery. But also I need to wake up early sometime this week and do an Around the World episode, because right now we're overseas and it's completely flipped time zones. I try to fly everything live time. But yeah, just I'm posting something, whether it's a video or streaming, every day this month. I'm going to try to continue that as much as possible until whenever. Yeah, I'll be around. Also, there's a Discord thing. I don't know if there's a link to that available. But you can always add Multi-Shot Matt on Instagram, and I'll send you an invite if it's not accessible here on YouTube. But seriously, Bear, Rikaboo, thank you for coming in here and swinging around with us. I will be back to Red Union. Those canyons are too wild out there. And, yeah, let me know also whenever if you have any other helicopters like the OH-6 or anything else fun. We can whip that as well. But, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys on the next one, which is, it'll be soon. It'll be soon. Don't worry about it.